Hey guys, I'm going to be analyzing my match against Ernie Aranda. He's one of the best value players in the nation. Uh, so we start off with a Nobleman of Crossout, which I main. I love maining this card because I want to get rid of their engine so that my Consecrated Light can live, and that way it simplifies the matchup a lot. It becomes kind of like Black Wings. But I decide to go in because I want to put pressure on him, and he has the Gores. But luckily, I have the mirror force for the gores. So I start off pretty strong. I have the exact answer for hamster and the exact answer for gores. Uh, as you'll see throughout this game, this Dialk puts on a lot of pressure. He doesn't want to destroy it because I'll get my angel back. But so I also have the perfect answer for his Raikou. That's a Raikou down there. So after I steal it, people wondered why I didn't decide to pop his back row. Well, I'm not really scared of torrentials because if he torrentials, he loses his Raikou. So I use this as an opportunity to get even more damage in. He's at 62 right now. So I slam a monster. Boom, no battle traps. So he eats more damage. Main phase 2, flip, Raikou pop itself. That way he doesn't Caius me. I need this DL to live. Like, he's in a tough spot because if he lets the Dialk live, he keeps eating damage. But if he destroys it, I get my angel back, and he has to deal with Consecrated Light. Anyway, he summons Greffer, and he decides to pitch. Greffer is like their best card. I almost always herald it, but and then he makes Armed Wing, and this kind of scares me because, especially after he sets a back row, because when it seems like they seemingly make Armed Wing out of nowhere, that telegraphs DDV. So I'm like fearful right now. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? If I move at all, he'll chain DDV and then I'll miss timing. But I decide to just go for it. Like I go Cold Wave, and he doesn't chain anything. I'm like, thank goodness. See, like when you get to a high enough level, you'll understand that sometimes you just have to take these micro risks if you want to win. So I destroy the Greffer, that way he can't get any more value out of it. He already got an Armed Wing, but so he's under Cold Wave. I was able to evade D Prison because of Cold Wave. I don't have to worry about Brain Con, and luckily he's not slamming Caius. So he sets the monster and it passes. My turn again. Dialk. So he doesn't want to trigger my Honest, so I decide, you know what? I'll trigger my Honest myself. So I attack his bird. No D Prison. I drop Honest. I need that bird to be gone as soon as possible. That way I'm safe if he does top deck DDV. So I wall up. He flips Trooper because he wants to get something going. And he walls up. It's my turn again. Yada. Hoping to get Heavy Storm, but I don't get it. That Dialk is just constantly putting on pressure. He decides he's had enough and he wants the Trooper to live, so he regrettably has to spend a Mirror Force, and I finally get my Angel back. Main phase 2. Boom, Christia. I know that Christia is going to eat some sort of trap, so normally I get Dialk back, but he's too good of a player. He's not going to destroy that Dialk, and I'm bricking up on normals right now. So in a rare moment, I actually get a hand trap instead of Dialk. I usually get Dialk most of the time, but I have oppression face down for any big pushes he decides to make. So it's his turn again. That Trooper has been failing him the whole game. He mills 2 sweepers. So now I don't have to worry about Mirror Force. I don't have to worry about Torrential. He decides it's now or never. He tries to use one of his bombs, and I have the oppression for it. Oppression in the main deck has kind of been falling out of favor, but I like it for situations like this. So now I'm in a good position. No more Torrential to worry about. I check the grave for Necrogardna. Call 3. Boom. And that's game. He's too low on life because of the DL. Yeah, this guy's one of the best value players in the nation. I was pretty intimidated when I versed him, but I don't think he has enough experience versus fairies, which is why I was able to pull out the W. But so I play 3 knocks. Value players are so good now. They won't set their Raikou or hamsters going first because of in fear of knock. But hitting a Gardena's pretty good. So his turn again, he dust shoots me, and I have a pretty solid hand. So he wants to go on the offensive. Gores is a huge problem for value, so he decides to get rid of the Gores. And now we're kind of gambling. If I top deck enough fairies, he's in a bad spot, because then he has to deal with Christia, but I guess he takes that gamble. So I set a compulse just to protect my life points from any synchros he makes. I keep in 3 compulses versus value because of all the D-prisons they play, all of the synchro monsters they can make, and they even play BrainCon, and sometimes MindCon, so he gets the Greffer. He doesn't bother pitching anything, he just wants to get damage in, because the compulse is still alive. So he gets some early damage in. So it's my turn again. I set a monster. That could very well be like a recruiter or something, so he doesn't want to attack into it. So he decides to wall up. And I capitalize on this. I'm like, okay, you fell for my bluff. I'm gonna start filling up my graveyard. Boom, purple light. Orange light. I can make Armory Arm and attack the Greffer before he has a chance to get value out of the Greffer. And it goes through. I'm like, yes. So I don't think he's... So watch, he flips Raikou, and I negate it with orange. I don't think he saw that coming because he saw me sink with 1 orange light. So he's like, there's no way he has another fairy. I drew 2 fairies in a row. That's like his worst nightmare. So I'm in a good spot right now. So when you're in a low resource situation like this, usually the best thing to go into is Go-Yo Guardian, which he does. You'll see in a sec. He pretty much has perfect knowledge right now. So he deals with my Battle Trap. And I know he's good enough to know that the other set is Soul Release, and obviously I still have the Christie in hand. So he does the best play. We all agree that this was the best play at the time. He goes into Go-Yo, which would crash with Christia normally, but he stole my... It was like the perfect combination of offense and defense, stealing my Armory Arm. So now he's insulated against Christia. So I was hoping for either a trap or an honest to deal with his board. So I slam Christia, I get an orange light just in case I top deck Brain Control, and to everyone's surprise, I go in. And it turns out I top decked the honest. Oh my goodness, I was so lucky this match. Yeah, so now I'm the oppressor. I decided not to slam anything because when you're in a situation like this, you don't want to rock the boat. That's obviously a torrential or RFDD. So I attack his face down. If it's Dinah or Raikou, it's fine. Like, I have 4 fairies now. So he's desperate. It's now or never. He has to use that torrential. So I kind of saw this coming. He has to make a negative tempo play. Yeah, I got pretty lucky this match. Matches against value usually don't go this well. Like, I side 2 Shadow Mirrors. I'm not comfortable taking them out of my deck yet because you won't always get this lucky versus value turbo. When he slammed Dad, I panicked a little because we all know Dad can just reverse the situation and make you lose, but luckily I had 4 fairies. He had no back row. I'm guessing he has like a Gores in hand or something. But I checked the grave for Gardner again, Christia, get an honest, and then boom, attack for game. Yeah, Ernie Aranda, he's a really nice guy. I'm glad he's a part of the SoCal scene now. Like he's a gentleman. He knows how to act around other people. He's like the opposite of me, not just in the way he plays, but in the way he acts. But yeah, this has been kind of a masterclass of how to fight value, I guess. I didn't even have to use my Shadow Mirrors, but don't be fooled. Like, the matchup can go in anyone's favor. I would keep shadow mirrors if you're playing them. Anyway, thanks for watching.